it's extremely important that we really latch on to the fact that we have found freedom from something most of us, like I for sure did not believe I was ever going to find freedom. I was at a point where, I wanted to die because I couldn't keep living like this. And I literally did not believe that there was freedom. I experienced this freedom that I didn't know existed, I didn't know was possible. I knew that it was now my purpose. It was now my job and my responsibility to help others out there that were experiencing what I was experiencing with not believing it's possible for them to find the freedom that is available to everyone. We are some of the chosen few that have experienced this freedom, and we're called to help other people find that freedom. When we are given this wisdom, we're given this freedom, we're given this pathway to finding recovery, when we are allowing that to really get into us and we start living that program, we start living that freedom and living in recovery that way, when we're talking to someone that's suffering, the words that we speak, when we're connected with the God that saved us, the words that we speak freedom into them, speak hope into them. We have to allow God to speak through us in these instances. And every opportunity that we get to talk to an addict out there suffering, we need to think of it as an opportunity to save somebody's life, because it is. I was very, very close to death. If it weren't for a few select people in my life at the very end that spoke a perfect message at the perfect time that pierced my heart, I wouldn't be here doing this right now. I probably wouldn't still exist here. I urge you to take that wisdom and speak it as truth, because it is true that recovery is possible for everyone out there suffering. Give food to the hungry, clothe the poor, and bless the needy. And if that isn't exactly what we're supposed to do with our life, right? We are called and chosen. And when we hear the message to feed the poor, clothe the poor, help the needy, who do we know more that is in need than addicts out there that are suffering? We are supposed to act and speak in a way that proves that we have experienced a freedom that was not available to us in our addiction. We didn't believe that it was possible. And we have to live a life in our recovery. We have to act a way in our recovery and speak a way in our recovery that shows people out there suffering that what we're speaking about is proof that it is possible, and that the life in recovery is worthy of going after, of doing the work for. When we are active in our addiction, the drugs and the alcohol are a symptom of the problem. We're actually dealing with thoughts, emotions, feelings, behaviors, all of these things that are going on around us because of the use of drugs that are really the problem, that are really causing a lot of the issues in our life. And if we're just talking about, if you want what we've got, just quitting drugs, the drugs were the solution to all these other things going on. So why would I want to give up drugs without another solution? The solution to the emotions, the feelings, the behaviors that we have, and the feeling of unworthiness, we have to grasp onto something in our future that we want to go towards. We have to grasp onto, hey, I lost my kids in my addiction, and a year into my recovery I gained full custody back again. I'm fully employed, I have my own apartment. And speaking that kind of stuff is really important to the mom out there that's struggling, that just lost her kids a week ago. Showing them that it's possible. Like you can get this back, and you can actually live a life in recovery that you want to live. You didn't lose them forever. You don't have to believe that you lost them forever. So both messages are important to have in one message. What you're called to do is live an honest life, live a life that proves that you have found freedom from a life that you were living before, and live it in a way where you are being of service to people in need. That's what everything kind of boils down to. Live a life where you are honoring and loving God, the one who saved us from addiction, and then live a life that shows that you have that by loving other people to the best of your potential.